Spring has arrived. It's time to do some spring cleaning. A lot of folks think of their homes. We're talking finances this morning. I've got wealth advisor Casey Marx here to talk about what you can do this month to make it happen. So we're so glad to have you on here.
Thanks for having me.
I got to ask though, why spring? Is it just because people are also cleaning out their attics?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time to kind of reassess, and spring's a time for renewal. So
Right.
This is a time that we let our clients know, hey, take a look at all these things and make sure you're set up for the future correctly.
Maybe your tax refund coming in around this time might help as well.
That gets you going in the right direction.
I hear you've got 5 tips, and I like how you put the first one here, sweep out spending habits. Tell me what you mean by that.
Well, yeah, you want to create a budget. So one thing that I would tell every person watching is create a budget if you don't have one, and then use it. And you're going to need 3 things in order to make sure that that works for you. You're going to need your income for your family, your essential expenses, and your discretionary spending. So really what you want to do is take a look at your income, subtract your essential expenses, things like your grocery bills, your utilities, your mortgage, or your rent. And then from that number, you'll get your discretionary spending. And once you know that, you can determine, where you want to spend that, or if you've developed any sorts of habits that aren't great for you.
Money in, money out.
People tend to spend what they
money,
make.
Right? Yeah. Well, you want to be able to save too, and you don't want to go into debt for something like Christmas, you know, just because it's a spending holiday. And then your next one is catching up on late payments.
Yes, so you want to make sure that you have a debt reduction plan that's manageable. And so we typically tell people to work on the really high interest credit card debt first.
Right.
But a way to make that sticky is if you create an auto pay feature from your bank, and that'll make sure that you continue to pay those off on time.
Make that payment first then, I guess, over some of the other fun
and
money.
then pay yourself as well.
Right.
You want to be saving.
I like that too. Okay, your number 3 is brushing up on retirement goals.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of times when we look at clients' portfolios, we see that they don't really reflect the values and the goals that the folks have. And so, a value is what you deem to be important in your life, and a goal is really a physical manifestation of that value. So, if you value spending time with your family, a goal would be, sitting around on Easter Sunday and, enjoying a meal with them. So you really want to make sure that your retirement planning is taking into consideration that. So I've been studying and working with families for almost a decade, and I can tell you the one thing that people worry about the most is running out of money in retirement.
Right, well that's a big question I'm sure you ask people is when you retire, do you want to be making or receiving the same amount of money that you were when you were working, or are you able to cut that down? And that's all things you have to plan in advance for. Yeah,
and you should be working with a competent fiduciary professional that can run you through like a 5-step process where it's income planning, tax planning, risk management, legacy protection, and healthcare planning, because all 5 of those are crucial to your success.
Make that decision now, not when you're 65.
Yeah, do it now, set up the planning properly, and you'll be in good shape.
You also say to tidy up your accounts this time of year.
Yeah, so any major life occurrences, marriage, divorce, a child being born, you want to make sure that your beneficiary designation forms are set up properly.
Right.
Because, I mean, unfortunately, we've seen it where someone's passed away, and, the heirs that they want to, receive the funds, it's not reflected properly. So, and even if you move jobs or you change a 401k or things like that, a lot of times those things will override your will. Your
very last one is to take out the trash and go digital.
Yeah, so that's more for identity theft, and so you want to make sure that anything that has social security number, date of birth, things of that nature, you want to kind of get rid of those. We actually hold a shred event for our clients every year. So anybody watching, if they want to attend at Crown Haven's headquarters next Saturday on April 27th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You're getting rid of anything that you don't want to keep. And then to go digital, that's just a lot easier way to manage some of these things.
Definitely something you want to prioritize. And again, this time of year, a great reminder for it. Casey, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
For coming in. Good advice. We certainly hope folks at home take that to heart. We'll post it on our website for folks to watch and maybe share with others. Appreciate you. All right.